This is question number 19 from the June 2016 Algebra Regents exam. So the question is asking us to find the solution to the equation 2 times x plus 2 squared minus 4 equals 28. So we're going to have to try to factor this equation, but before we can do that, we need to try to get rid of the brackets and combine all of our like terms together. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is get rid of the brackets, and we're going to do that by finding out what x plus 2 squared is. So I'm just going to do that over on the side here. So x plus 2 squared, I like to think of that as x plus 2 times itself, just like that. And by doing it this way, we can make sure that we're solving it properly, because a lot of people might think that x plus 2 squared is the same thing as x squared plus 4, but that's actually not correct. Okay, so if we use the FOIL method, I'm going to do x times x to get x squared, x times positive 2 to get plus 2x, 2 times x to get another plus 2x, and then positive 2 times positive 2 to get 4. And then from here we can combine these two terms together, so it would become x squared plus 4x equals, plus 4. Okay, so that is our what x plus 2 squared becomes. But we gotta remember that that whole thing's being multiplied by 2. Let's go kind of carry on from over here. So we're gonna do 2 times what we just figured out, x squared plus 4x plus 4. And while we're at it, we may as well write down the rest of the equation. Okay. Now we're going to distribute the 2 by multiplying it with each term inside the brackets here. And we'll get 2x squared plus 8x plus 8. And then we still have that minus 4 equals 28. Okay. We've got two like terms here, positive 8 minus 4. I'm just going to erase that because I know 8 minus 4 is just plus 4. So this is going to become plus 4. Now, I also need to make one side of this equation equal to 0. So what we're going to do to make that happen is take away 28 from both sides of the equation. And that will essentially make the right side equal 0. Now that's going to change our constant term here. Positive 4 minus 28 will get us minus 24. Okay, now the next step we can do is we can find a common factor between these three terms. I noticed that they're all divisible by 2. So what I'm going to do is factor out a 2. We'd be left with x squared plus 4x minus 12. And now that we're at this point, we can try to factor out this trinomial. And the method I like to do is draw my two sets of brackets like this. We'll put x in the front. And then now what we're going to do is look for two numbers that multiply it to get negative 12 and add to get positive 4. So let's think, we could do 4 times 3 to get 12, but we can't really get 4 from that. 6 and 2, oh, okay, 6 and 2 will work, as long as one of them is positive and one of them is negative. We want to be able to add them to get positive 4. So that means we want the 6 to be positive and the 2 to be negative, because 6 minus 2 would get us positive 4. Okay, so now that we're at this point, we know that x plus 6 has to equal 0, and x minus 2 could be 0. So if x plus 6 equals 0, that means x should be negative 6. Or if x minus 2 equals 0, that means our x value must be 2. So we can see in our list of answers that the correct one is option number 3. X equals 2 and negative 6. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.